Death Road to Canada with Dog and Pony. I'm Dog and Pony, and this is Death Road to Canada. In great shape here. Bobby's alone, she's hurt, and she's lacking in medical supplies. She's got a couple, she's able to heal herself up. Okay, not completely, but, you know, a little more than she was. We're now, once again, out of medical supplies, but we found a non-use junk shop. So Bobby camps in this pretty building. It's a shop with busted machines around. This would be a great time to train with repairing things. I just noticed I might be having some mic problems. Try to fix this. Okay. I hope that fixed it. I think that fixed it. Sorry about that. Right, so with busted machinery laying around, this would be a great opportunity to a great time to try to train with repairing things, but that would make a lot of noise. We eat a decent meal. We don't want to be tired. We'd like a higher mechanical, obviously, but being tired with only one person is going to be really dangerous. So we're just going to go to sleep. I'm not really sure what to think going forward in this run. We have a chance of really soon picking up another character and then being more or less fine for the rest of the time. We're 2 days away from Canada and we don't really have the resources to finish it, but we could survive long enough and get to the end game while not necessarily beating it if we were to find a good character. We definitely need to go to the strength and fitness gym here. We need to train our strength and fitness to be able to survive the last encounter. It's not likely, but it's possible as long as we're strong enough. We can't start up the chainsaw, so we're not going to bring it with us. I'd much rather have a backup melee weapon that is going to be reliable. Both of these things are going to break, but, you know, never mind. I'm going to take a pistol as a backup shooty weapon. What I was going to say is both of those things were likely to break, but it's not likely that both of them would break within the encounter. But I think we're better off having two guns instead. Yeah, we'll leave them in this position. I think we're ready to go. Let's do it. Okay, the zombies aren't too bad right around the car. I want to know the full extent of the map, so while I have an opportunity to do so, I'm going to run up this, see if there's anything up above it. There wasn't, as you can see. Muscle Bomb Gym. Okay, the first thing we want to do, I think, is not go in there and train. We're alone, so we're going to get really overwhelmed after training, which means we want to do as much looting as we can beforehand. That was really weird. Something happened. That zombie like fell from the ceiling or something. Little physics glitch of some sort. All right. 11 more pistol ammo definitely helps. That will help us clear the crowd after we do all our exercising at the gym. I'm expecting this hatchet to break at any moment. It's a pretty crowded room, but it has a lot of loot in it, so we're gonna want to kill every zombie between here and there as quickly as possible, which involves a cowboy rifle, believe it or not. Definitely gotta use the gun here. We cannot survive this with just the what's it called? It's a big old, it's not a hatchet, it's a machete. Yeah, a rusty machete. That's the word I was looking for. Did I say? I have no idea. All right, that was bad. We're backing ourselves into a little too much of this corner. Oh, come on. There we go. That's a little better. That crowd is gone. There's probably still a crowd in here, but we could deal with them much more easily without the zombies coming at us from behind as well. I'm glad reloading isn't a thing in this game. If you have the bullets, you use the bullets. That pistol bullet took out 2 zombies, which was incredible. That's kind of why I was using the cowboy rifle instead of the pistols, because I wanted to take out multiple zombies per shot, and it wasn't working out very well for me. So the pistol, I think it's a little easier to use, like aiming-wise, and it doesn't seem too much less powerful, at least not at the moment, so we're going to go ahead and use it. All right, that door is broken down. We can't rely on it anymore. Baseball bat or rusty machete? I'm gonna go back to using the machete. I don't want to waste too much ammunition. I want to kill the zombies that are gonna be a problem for me later. It's getting late. We need to step up our game here. I'm gonna keep the machete for now. Hope that goes well and see what to do from there. All right. No baseball bat. Unfortunately, I think the machete is a better bet for us. And that's all the loot here. We checked this room, right? Yeah. All right. So we got a little bit of loot there. Do we go to the gym now and then get out of here? I'm going to say yes. I'm also going to say we need to switch to a gun and clear it out as quickly as possible. We do not want to get hurt here. We don't have any medical supplies. We just finally managed to heal up after a long, very long stretch of just being really low on health. It's getting real late. It's dark now. It's not quite 9 p.m., which is where I'd be really nervous, but the zombies are very riled up, and it's not looking good for us, especially with this little hand weight in our way. That's a dumbbell. And then these are barbells. I know words. I understand language. I want to check out this room while we're at it. Oh, it's just a bathroom, but there's a toilet. Maybe there's a genie in one of these toilets that can give us a little bit of a bonus. There isn't. I knew that long before finishing the sentence, but felt the need to do so anyway. There are many, many zombies. I think my best bet is going to be to do this and then get out. Probably want to lift lightweight. I don't want to stress her out too much, like, do strenuous exercise. Let's do lift lightweight. That should train her strength. Wow, it's lower than I thought. An hour passed during the impromptu work session. There was no one around to defend Bobby during the workout, so she has to fend off zombies between reps. Watch out. Okay, so there's more zombies, but not terribly more than there were. Watch out for those dumbbells. It's 10:05 p.m. Do we leave now or loot one more house? I gotta say leave. I gotta say there's a fence in the way that I did not know about. Back to the car. That's it. That's the only possible way we survive this. We did it. Okay. Started up. It's in pretty good condition still, which is lucky. Because I don't think we're going to need to get a new car before Canada, and I think we're good on gas for the rest of the way. It'd be nice to pick up more if we need to use the... Oh, geez. If we need to use the chainsaw, which we probably will, and we may or may not be able to start it now. The car is running fine, but an error code shows up on the dashboard. Bobby has no idea what's wrong, so she pulls over to see what is up. We can carefully inspect it, punch it real hard, kick it a lot, or ignore it. I think we're going to have to ignore it. I don't want to break anything. I don't want to waste time. Ignore it. It's fine. The engine might break down a little sooner now, but we're 1 day away. 1 or 2. Still 2. It hasn't gone down yet. I'm going to drink some coffee in the meantime. Exhausted after an extra long drive, Bobby scouts out a camping spot and falls asleep immediately after. All right. Seems fine. We are now 1 day away from Canada, and I really hope we pick up one more team member. With one more team member, we could do this. The mystery of the ghost fart. We got 1 gas. Who could have done this? We may never know. I'm pretty sure it was Bobby. 1 more person. Come on. We should have no problems getting to Canada. You're right. But we're not going to get across the border. We're going to make it to the border. Never mind. We're going to have tons of problems getting to Canada. An enormous army of undead shambles around the carnage that surrounds the border to Canada. Many have tried to get through. Most only succeed in having their bodies added to the horde. Maybe Bobby will be different. This is the last chance to trade. We're going to take that chance. We don't want to do a gas to snacks conversion. We have snacks. We don't have very much gas. If we could... yeah, we're going to do most of these. If we could recruit someone here, that would be amazing. But that hasn't been added in yet, unfortunately. Maybe they'll do it for Halloween, which is coming right up. A big Halloween update would be pretty fitting for this game. Because of the zombie theme. Bobby talks to a meek-looking woman. She invites you to check out her collection of rifles. We don't need a rifle. We have a rifle. Maybe we could get a better rifle. Axes. No, we're going to leave it be. We don't have a high enough strength to really bother getting better melee weapons. Stop being so rude. I didn't know it was your house. All right, 4 food and some bullets isn't bad for free. We're gonna do shooting training, of course. We want to be much better at this. Our shooting increases. We were really bad. I can't believe we got some nice shots out in the last encounter and the one before it as well, I believe. It was a day ago for me and you, but you can go back and watch it. I guess I can too. I'm just not going to. Do we want to buy an axe? Do we want to look at what the better rifles are? We have 34 food, and for 25 of it, we can buy an assault rifle. I think we're good with what we've got. It's not going to make that much of a difference. If it was a shotgun or something like that, yes. But just a rifle? No. Where'd my car go? Gas to snacks conversion? No thanks. Where is my car? Did my car just get stolen? What happened? What's going on? I guess I just gotta leave. I'm really confused, I gotta be honest. Do you want to walk back to the road? Yes, let's hit the road. What happened? Are all my supplies gone? No, I kept my supplies. Okay. Fair enough. I don't know what's going on. The car is gone, but we're close to the border. Giant armies of undead perpetually lurch around the Canadian border. Unable to cross, Bobby gets caught up in a lesser swarm before she can find a safe camp. Siege alert, there's no escape. Overwhelming, late afternoon, 1.5 hours. Of course, we're gonna hide out in the house, but it's not gonna go well for us. I can guarantee you that. We have no gasoline now. I don't know when that happened. Did we abandon the car? I'm so confused. I'm gonna stop talking about it now. We've only got 3 shotgun shells, so obviously we're gonna stick with the 2 weapons we already have. And the rusty machete's going fine for us. It's probably got pretty poor condition right now, but we're not gonna sweat it. Do we go right to guns and maximize our chance at not having to deal with a huge swarm later? Yes, absolutely. It used to be that I would think, oh, we should start with our weapons, and then once we're starting to get overwhelmed, we switch to guns. No, you know what? You use your best weapon and clear as many zombies as you can immediately, and then you coast out the rest of the time and you're absolutely fine. That's not gonna happen this time, the coasting bit of that, because there's just too many for Bobby to deal with. If it ends now, we can survive it. No, we can't. No, there's too many. We're done. This is over. I didn't mean to switch to the machete. I wanted to switch to the cowboy rifle. We're dead. Ow, my spleen. Bobby, I really don't think you can feel your spleen. I gotta be honest, I think you were exaggerating a little there. But you are very dead. You've died on the Death Road to Canada? Dang it. Not unexpected, but still disappointing as always. We're gonna start up a new game. I know that we still need to finish familiar characters mode, and that'll unlock, well, that won't unlock anything inherently, but once we do complete familiar characters mode, we'll be one step closer to unlocking familiar extreme. And I know that playing these 3 gets me closer to other things, but just to go back to some basics and kind of get some more fun stuff into the runs, I'm going to go back to rare characters mode for this run. We're going to choose a leader and a buddy from our familiar characters. I want Bobby's the one that will start with medical supplies. We need that. And her buddy, we're going to use probably Trevor. What does Patsy have? Ultrafoot Warrior? No, I'm going to go with Trevor. I know we were just playing with Bobby a ton, but she gets the medical supplies, and we didn't get them for recruiting her last time. We're going to do this. And, yeah. I want the characters with bonuses from the beginning, and having Bobby really early allows us to train her skills, and training her skills makes her less useless later on. So if we encounter her, she's worse than if we start with her. Bobby hears rumors of Canada. That Canada is a safe place for you of the dreaded zombies. I need a little bit more coffee here. I'm gonna hit the road. Embarking on the death road. To start the journey, the group decides to grab some supplies from a nearby location. In order to survive the death road, you'll need to hoard as many supplies as you can. You will also need to find ways to train and grow your team. Yeah, we know. Walmart. I don't think we've been to a Walmart as our first thing in a couple runs. I could be wrong about that. Okay. It's a pretty standard first mission. Trevor's gonna probably do some dumb stuff along the way, as he does. And we're gonna pick up some food. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. I don't want to spend the time clearing out the parking lot like I would in later encounters. I think that's a waste at the beginning here. Most importantly, though, we got to remember that throwing things is better than swinging things. I wish it was possible, and you know what? It might be, and I can't believe that bat broke after one swing when this piece of wood has lasted quite some time now. All right. There might be a way to do this, and I'm just not aware of it. But I wish I could throw my melee weapons as like a last-ditch kind of. This might not be good for me long term, but if I can make this work short term, I'll be fine. Type of deal. I almost got eaten while closing that door. I should have killed the zombie before trying to close the door, but I was already in the mode of I need to close the door in order to prevent that zombie from coming through, and he was already through, so it didn't really make a difference, and I almost got hurt. Okay, we are both weaponless right now, but there are some nice wooden boxes around here, and now only Trevor's weaponless, which is good for me. I should probably control Trevor. He's gonna do a better job with weapons than Bobby because Bobby has really low strength as a result of being a nurturing healthcare provider. It'd be overpowered for her to start with strength. Not that nurturing healthcare providers in real life can't be strong, just that in the game that would be unbalanced. Is there any more food around here? I'm gonna keep throwing these skeletons. We need a weapon. Hey, Trevor, pick up this femur. Yeah, good job, buddy. All right. Oh, great. Thanks. Yep. Now I've got to get a femur for Bobby as well, which means spending a little bit more time here and throwing these corpses. We cannot leave here without a weapon for each of us, or we'll be in a much worse place the next time we go into a looting extravaganza. What do you call these? Outings? I think outings is a interesting and fun way to refer to them. I'm gonna do that from now on. The next outing we have, we need to both have weapons, and it doesn't look like that's gonna be the case. I don't think there were any more corpses in the building, and shopping carts don't break down into weapons, so we're gonna just get out of here and hope for the best. We got 8 more food, which is awesome. We doubled our starting supply. We're now at 8 medical supplies, which is gonna come in handy eventually. And because we started with Bobby, we will use them much slower. So not only did we not get very many medical supplies in the last run, we also were going through them rapidly. But Bobby's higher medical stat will make us go through them slower. Driving range last day, the group camps out in a pro shop near a golf course. Bobby looks out the window and sees a large group of zombies approaching from the driving range. We're gonna hotwire a golf ball collector. It's the best way to do this. It's a special option for a mechanic, so I like it. Trevor jumps into a golf ball collector and starts running over zombies. It's surprisingly effective. By the time the collector breaks down, most of the zombies are taken care of. Our morale goes up. Trevor's mechanical is now completely full. Really early on, getting that is a huge boost for us. And of course, we eat our food. I said it was a perk or a special option for mechanics, and what I meant was that it was a special option for people with a high mechanical skill. But that's not actually what I said, and now that I think about it, it might actually be a special option for car nuts, or people who are inventive, or people who have both. I don't know. It might just be mechanic based, but I have no idea. The group spots an infested city from the road. Scouting it from afar, the group has to decide whether or not to fight under the noon sun for supplies. Mild and calm storm near noon. We'll probably go to the furniture store. I don't know what being... Neither of these is going to get us food or medical supplies inherently. I want to go to the coffee shop because I want to figure out... Hey, look! Golf clubs. I want to figure out what the all coffeeed up effect does. I've gotten it a couple times and I don't know if it's a permanent boost or if it's just a temporary effect for the current location, or if it lasts a couple of days, or if it makes it so you can't sleep very well but makes you a little stronger until it wears off. Like, it makes you stronger until it wears off, and then you're going to be really tired after that. I have no idea, and I want to find out. We're going to throw chairs. The best way to do this. That'll get us, you know, these pieces of wood for when our golf clubs break, and it'll reduce the likeliness of our golf club breaking because I'm not going to be swinging it. And it's just faster. It takes zombies out more quickly. I'm going to pick up a piece of wood here while we got a good chance to do so. In other words, I'm going to kill some zombies. In case you didn't know that that's what I was planning. I want to drink some coffee. This enormous and complex coffee machine was built to survive a few different kinds of end-of-the-world scenarios. This was a big part of the coffee shop's marketing campaign. Truth in advertising, it still works. Bobby gets some coffee. Bobby sprays some coffee into an old cup lying around and then drinks it. She feels all coffeeed up. That's the effect I was talking about. I want to switch to Trevor, see if he can get coffeed up too. It might be gone. Hey! This enormous and complex coffee machine was built to survive. It says the same thing. Trevor messes with the settings. That's interesting. Never seen this option before. Trevor uses all his mechanical skills to figure out what the many, many buttons on the coffee brewer do. He makes the perfect cup of coffee. It's delicious. The coffee machine sparks, emits smoke, and dies. Trevor's morale increases, and his dexterity increases as well. The morale boost is awesome. It probably would have boosted our mechanical, but we didn't need it. And the dexterity increase is nice because usually that only happens right when you get to Canada. I'm sure there's a few opportunities to increase your dexterity throughout the game, but the only time I recall having seen it, and you know, I may have seen it prior to this and forgotten about it, but when you reach the end of the game, it increases everybody's dexterity as long as they're in a good mood, or as long as you got to eat two meals. I don't know what the conditions are, but it's got to be a pretty decent boost if it's specifically designed for the end of the game, right? Wow, okay. No zombies. There we go. Not that no zombies is a bad thing, just I picked up that chair and that made it so I couldn't pick up the knife. Okay. A lot of rooms in this building. And I'm hoping a decent amount of loot as well. 1 food and 1 medical supply. You know, it's fine because we also got the morale and dexterity boosts, but not really the haul we want here. This is more like it. Ammo, another medical supply. We want to stock up on those as quickly as we possibly can. I don't want to lose health ever, but it's gonna happen every once in a while when there's too many zombies. Sometimes you just can't avoid it. And on top of that, sometimes you just lose health for being around, because you existed, you lost health. Namely when you are on the road on foot, but also the Mahooth encounter where you try to yank a tooth and you hurt yourself. Just various things that, like, they're unavoidable damage situations that are kind of annoying, but, you know, an important, integral part of the game. that random chance kind of deal. Okay. Is there another house? No. Let's get going. I think this was a decent encounter. Didn't get as much loot as I would have liked, but I don't really think there's anything to complain about considering the stat boost. So, yeah, this is nice. Back on the road, but that is all for now. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Don't forget to leave a comment with your character description, a name, and perk/trait combination before 7:30 a.m. on November 3rd, Eastern Time in the United States. I will see you in the next episode.